Hello everyone, Joey Richardson here. If you watch on YouTube, Joey R Sports. If on Twitch, go to 1989. Do we? Yeah. So there I am. Oh, Tennessee unbeaten too. Number one against number 4. Yeah, that. I'd rather wait to update my guy. We ain't gonna black out for these balls. Looks like we might, don't know if it's raining or what, but have I been to a game where it looks like it's raining some? I've been to one where it's gotten cloudy, but didn't actually have a lot of rain or any probably. Been to a couple in Athens, they've been fun to go to. Even went to the Georgia, Florida, and Jacksonville. For undisclosed reasons, the money won't be there to go to games like that. The legal issues didn't help, which I was able to get off with. So Tennessee decided to kick.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to
not bad for a 5-yard.
Time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Slings it downfield. Pulls it in.
Right at the 50, or almost to the 50. I guess the knee was already down by the time it hit.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Temple.
Temple is a guy on his first carry just ran for 15 yards. Temple has been inconsistent. He's probably been beat up some too. There's keys in motion.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Yeah, that would have been, that wouldn't have went anywhere anyway.
Selling the fake. He'll get rid of it. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense.
Offense starting hot. Do we hand Temple the ball? This
the defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Was that Pug? Pug can run to be a pocket QB. He actually is sneaky good as a runner.
In the backfield,
Temple with the screen.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Dang, we're in the red zone now.
They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short.
Is it Temple?
Right in the red zone. It's Temple.
He got it.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
Us is just all about not celebrating.
And taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive,
Andrew Temple
to the 6-0 start.
So Georgia's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Tennessee's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy listen, while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
There I
Hey guys,
am.
we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. He picks up just a little bit of yards to help out.
We're almost to midfield already. No, I don't control the offense here, y'all.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Dogs trying to find their
No
way forward after
blindside
the big loss on
blocking
the last play.
whatsoever.
The fake wants to throw. Complete to Williams over the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They need a huge play on third and long.
This is Pugs, not Stolton.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Pulls it in. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do to score.
The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Dogs are off the leash and
Hoppo in that hurry up.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit.
I did get a solo tackle already.
Well, after that play, I think there's a lot of fans wondering, why are we running the ball? We're one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. We don't need these types of negative plays. Let's air it out and go win this game.
So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Trying to make one miss. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Tells the run, wants to pass. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Getting these
Fresh
was
set of
good,
downs going
y'all.
up top. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. The play fake. In traffic, it's Coleman Williams. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. Drops back on first down. Got his man. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Dogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll run it. It's Temple. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Rehab.
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us.
Temple is not durable.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Dog!
Sweet pass.
The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Bush. He's been a hot one this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy. It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Almost had the completion, just missed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll throw it, this time on target. Shakes a man, and he might take off.
The other tight end now getting involved. There's Keys.
Peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the
He's
line.
tight end too, basically.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Grab behind the line. It's Bush. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for running room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Beal. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The run inside, it's Morris. They stop him in his tracks and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the break and Georgia is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. About to start the second period here. Holly, what have you got on the weather?
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain, but the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little...
Makes the grab in their space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Again, it's Underwood. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
If you're going to give a quarterback who's that good that much time to throw the football, you're not going to win this game. The defense is going to have to do something different. That was way too much time for that dude to pick apart the defense on that throw. Defense is going to have to start dialing up some pressure here and make life on this guy hard.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
They boot it away on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds.
We had our defensive drive was that went to Tennessee at the 1.
Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Okay.
You got to get out there this time and execute
Hugs
a little better.
ran a little
You're
forward.
absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They're testing the right side here. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Right side, it's Danzy. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the counter. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. just feeds the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my...
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback, and they have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move. And
snags it, and he's open. He's stopped.
Solid tackle. Yeah. I got to the offensive player.
In the gun on 3rd down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. How about this defense?
That was a pretty great effort to have another solid tackle.
I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Number 5 might have
There's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Off play action on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Bush. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery.
Keith almost had that.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Rothrow and Keith are rotation.
Motion from the wideout. On play action. Look out! And they got him.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Trying to get started. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just got rid of that one. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the option. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet.
He did too.
Line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got his man in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play. Hand it to the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Sells the run, looking to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bulldog! Made the grab in the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Beal. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. Underwood on the play action. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Fires quickly. Could not make his way to the corner. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They're all over it. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Fighting Irish who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Dogs will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Long way to go on second down. Caught on the RPO. There he goes. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 49. Second and long here. Handoff again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. He sacked this defense all over him. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Seven-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. And here comes the offense on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Sells to fake. Rushes on. And down he goes.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Under pressure. Unloads in the nick of time. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Georgia sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So here is the Tennessee offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, it's Morris. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Right back to it. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Vols will line up to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack.
All right.
They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the big fella. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down to the air. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Bad throw
3rd and long right here.
or good coverage.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down immediately. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them
with
from
2
converting on
TDs
3rd
though.
down. 4th down coming.
About the bush.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Volunteers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Drives inside. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Vols will punt this one away.
Still didn't get a full inches.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be.
Well, we're down
defense,
a
everyone
couple
right where they're
backs
supposed
already.
to be, nowhere to run.
Looks it in. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Look out! Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Okay, we're not stopping recording yet. But 2 solo tackles.
Decent field position
Wow.
to start this drive from their own 33. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
We're down to.
Coming up.
Looks like we're down a couple backs. They need to get in top shape, I guess.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
When you're down 2 backs, yeah.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.
I like this play. For whatever reason, I don't mind calling it if it's the one I need. One of them.
The last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to
Yeah, official.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at
Yeah,
the 24.
we haven't. This is based on. This is a good strong safety trap. Strong safety trap.
Intercepted, and the defense
Is that the safety? It's the corner or safety one.
Play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Maybe it was the cornerback. One of our corners. Celebrating with them too, I see. And Kirby ain't chewing me out. He knows I've developed a leadership on defense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Absolutely, I'm still
So
in
they
the
start
game.
this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Cartwright.
Ooh, assist tackle.
Wide enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
A nice.
As they get set to snap
Good thing I helped.
down here in the quarter.
And a teammate both were able to.
Straight ahead, it's Baker. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Georgia, USC, Ole Miss, Tennessee. Wow, we're SEC heavy here.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking for a deep man. He's got it down the field. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Dingle. Makes him talk to the hand. Just what this offense was looking for. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they thought
He's
they were
got
being
some extra
disrespected.
playing time.
A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like,
I did give him
everybody's
a
doubting us,
tackle,
nobody thinks we can
but
win. It's
I do
really
know
easy to motivate
Palooza.
that type of squad.
Fontaine
They
didn't
play
do so
motivated,
bad
they play a little
himself.
ticked
3 or
off.
4.
I'm here for it. I love it. I
39,
love the
35.
excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese
Sevy
Davis.
actually
This
didn't
has
do
been a
terrible.
presentation of EA Sports College
Tugs
Football.
did have a 9-yard run once upon a time. Even had 7 on one motor. He is not that great. 7 for 5 yards versus most. He's not that great either. Temple was running pretty well. He had a TD, but him and Sevy don't stay out there. They're not getting yards on the ground. They have to rely on their receivers, which Prothero is definitely reliable. Marcel Williams, pretty reliable. Bush had 2 TDs. Even the jet sweep was one of those passes. He's 5'9", like that French kid that was at Georgia. You know, the Falcons fit him up great. This 6'5" contest specialist might be a real gem, and he's good at catching balls too. Spears got some playing time. Yeah, the Camden County boy got a catch for 14 yards. Keys dropped the ball earlier, but he did catch an 8-yarder. Not tight. A little surprised that Keys moved ahead of the other guy. Yeah. Some of these guys may move on. Yeah, he's a senior wrong strength. He can get some PT when it calls for it. That Fort, he's the free safety I was able to beat out. But he did make it smart known late, late in the game. We got Will, linebacker, cornerback. Was he the one that got that pick 6? No, that wasn't him. But he is one of the cornerbacks. Now, I had 3 solo tackles, 1 assisted, 4 total. So, yeah. You see me, I'm really 5'7", but I only could get down to 5'9". Diaz. It wasn't Diaz who had the hit sits, was it? No. Somebody had a hit sits, and I can't remember which one it was. Oh, it was a senior cornerback, one of our leaders, a zone cornerback from Franklin, Tennessee. Huh, no wonder he showed out against the home state school who he was not playing for. He probably would have had a shot against Andy too. But overall, 4 tackles, 3 solo tackles, 1 assist. I ain't bad, y'all. I ain't worried about the kicker because he does his thing a lot of the time. I had already leveled up during that pretty dang good practice. Yeah. I made it first round. So we are getting the hang of tackling. But we needed that leadership increase too. We needed, I think, I saw. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Kirby. SP boost, yeah. I was wondering about that. Thank you, Kirby Smart. Isn't he an awesome coach? Who's obsessed with his offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator? Hey, on the game it ain't no biggie though. It's real life that's more concerning to me. And yeah, I'm out of shape. So as you can see, my legacy yeah. I really could be a first rounder if I keep working at it. But I want to go ahead and but hey, if you are on YouTube, do not forget to like and subscribe. God bless.